If you thought this was going to be another one of those how I made a short film at home during lockdown videos, then you are absolutely correct. I'm going to be talking about how I made this video, which is the previous video on my channel, which was actually a month ago, and I'm just going to be talking about how I came up with the idea, the concept, and then all the way through to the actual production. It all started a few months ago when I was planning my Instagram posts and writing my captions ahead of time because I thought that's what you're meant to do, that's what people do. Since then, I've kind of like, don't really care about Instagram. But I was thinking back then about something that is relatable, because that's what everyone says is good content, things that your audience, things that people can relate to you about. So if I did anything right, and if I still am doing anything right, then the audience I attract are people who are kind of similar to me, people who are other creators, other filmmakers, or wannabe filmmakers as myself, just people who create things. So I was thinking, what is it that we all have in common? What is something that they will find, the audience, you watching, what is something that you will find relatable to me? And I thought, well, it's making videos. Surely I'm not the only one who has all these struggles. So once I had this idea, the actual writing part was just all flowed out of me, because obviously I have a lot of struggles when it comes to making videos, so I didn't really have to think about that many different ideas. After I posted it on Instagram, I can't actually remember like the reaction I got on Instagram, but I thought this would be like a good post to share in the No Small Creators Facebook group, which is what it sounds like. It's full of creators, full of other, mostly YouTubers. So the post that I actually wrote, like the Instagram caption and then this Facebook post, it ended up being the voiceover of this video, which you've hopefully seen. If you haven't, then yeah, go check that out. But I put it in the group, and yeah, I think it got a lot of reactions, and by a lot I mean like maybe at least 20 people liked it, and I remember a few people commented on it saying like, yeah, this is so true. So I thought, okay, like this is something that, yeah, my potential audience is connecting with me about. We all have this common struggle. So I thought, I'm going to make this into a video. I don't want to get too meta or too Inception-ish, but if you've seen the video, then part of the video actually talks about like the planning stage, which is essentially what I did to make the video that I'm talking about. So I already had the voiceover, like the story, I guess, because it was from those two Instagram posts. And I thought, what I want to do is make this video like as if I'm acting out the different parts according to what was being said as the voiceover. The way that I actually made this video was that I recorded the voiceover part first, and then I listened to it a few times, and I kind of worked out like which parts I wanted to put into different segments. So, you know, this was going to be a 3-second clip, this was going to be a 5-second clip, and so on like that. And for each kind of point, it was almost like a list, the way the video flowed, like the voiceover. For each point, I wanted to act out like a different scene, essentially. Then I had the idea of breaking the fourth wall, which is when like an actor in a film kind of stops acting and addresses the camera directly. And it's just like this, I don't know, I like that concept sometimes. It happened in that superhero, the like weird superhero film, I can't remember what it's called, but I really like that style. So I thought it's a good way for my audience to realize that I'm not just acting, like this is the reality for me, because then I addressed the camera directly. I had the voiceover audio that I'd already pre-recorded playing as I was doing the acting, so then I could kind of match up my acting with the part of the voiceover that I wanted to like address the camera with. So I could act, I was listening to what was being said, and then I knew at this point I want to start talking to the camera. But in the editing process, I just used the audio that I'd recorded as the voiceover, because I didn't want to like have different audio levels and all that. The audio would have just been funny to match from the acting segment to the voiceover segment, if that made any sense. I don't think it did. The way that I actually filmed the video was fairly straightforward. I have my humble smartphone camera, as you guys know, and my wobbly broken tripod, and that's basically all the equipment that I use. For the different settings, it was just places around my house, like my bathroom and my dining table, other than just my humble YouTube studio. And the props, again, were just random bits and bobs I had around the house, like pen and papers and notebooks, and also this kind of dud phone. It is a real phone, it just is completely broken. I don't know why I still have it. It doesn't even turn on. But for the parts where I was filming myself filming, it's kind of like Inception again, I had this, but obviously because it doesn't turn on, I had to put an overlay on it in the editing process to make it seem, there was one clip where it seemed like it had low battery notification, something like that. So yeah, that was fairly straightforward. And then to make a bit of variety in the clips, because they were all just filmed on the tripod instead of just having them like this with a, what do you call it, like a stagnant still shot, I don't know what it's called. I wanted to add a bit of movement. So again, in the editing process, I just did some very simple, very small, like zoom in or zoom out, things like that. And on my editing program, I'm sure there's this option on other programs as well. I just use Filmora 9. There's this option to kind of make the shot look like it's a bit handheld. So there was some shots where it had a little bit of like shake, almost as if it was handheld. And yeah, I just had that on very, very small, minute settings, just to give it a bit of variety. As they say, variety is the spice of life, and I wanted to spice up my micro short film. The actual ironic thing about this video was it was describing all the pains of production, the pains of making videos, but because I planned this video so well, it actually was really easy to film and really easy to edit, which definitely like shows me, I've definitely learned that pre-planning some videos, not all videos for me anyway, but pre-planning, I can't speak, pre-planning some videos definitely is essential, or definitely is helpful to the filming process and to the editing process, because I didn't actually struggle making it, and the edit, because I already knew which segment was going to match with which like part of the voiceover, I already knew where to like put all the different clips, so it was pretty easy to create. If you haven't seen the Pains of Production video, but for some reason you've watched all of this one, then do go check it out. And also, if you enjoy my videos, don't forget to click subscribe somewhere over here. Thank you for watching. Bye!